online streaming and video basic streaming. I've been using online video for about 10 years, 13, 14 years actually, and online video streaming for, I'd say, roughly 6 or 7 years. And I've done dozens and dozens of online video streaming programs, first starting with Google Hangouts, and then moving forward with, at this point, I'm doing Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, streaming all at once to different formats. So I hope that the information I'm able to provide to you is useful to you. So I have some slides here, and I'd like to at least present them to you in order. Okay, so the next question slide is online video versus video streaming. Online video versus video streaming. What's online video? What's video streaming? Online video basically is when you upload a video, and it could be for storage, it could be for a lot of different purposes. Video streaming is, without getting too technical, is taking the information and let it stream online so that others are able to watch, listen, and so that's, in a sense, just a very generic, easy way of looking at it. YouTube is certainly, you could argue that that's streaming. If you upload a video and you and somebody else watches it, then I look at that more in terms of online video. If you do live stream on YouTube, then that's more streaming. But there are sort of qualifications to both. Let me touch upon video editing, and the reason I'm starting that now, even though it's really for post-video event, is this. Video editing software, it could be both, say, a downloaded software, or it could be software or a service that's online, has become really abundant. There are many variations. The one that I use, quite frankly, is Camtasia. And most of the time, in terms of my using this, is to edit the video before. I'm sorry, is to edit the video after the streaming or after the creation of the video. I mean, that's pretty basic. It could be to cut it and to use part of it. It could be taking snippets of it, etc. However, I also use these programs for a different purpose, and that purpose is to create information. For an example, I did this slide here in part with the video editing. It's actually software editing or a photo editing component of the video editing software. And so a lot of times you're going to be doing streaming and you're going to be showing video, you're going to be showing images, and I find that one good way of doing it all, or at least a lot of it, is through Camtasia and the other programs, obviously. So, you use it primarily at the end, but you could use it for, say, lower thirds. That's the thing at the very bottom that has your name and, say, company name. You could use it for other type of special effects. Okay, so next slide is what you need for basic streaming. Basically, in short, hardware, software. Software can be the type you download, or could be those that's up on online, and of course, obviously, internet connection. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk quickly about the hardware. What type of hardware? Well, obviously, very, very basic is that you need a computer. Now, the computer could be in the form of a laptop, a desktop, a tablet, or say, cell phone. Or if you're doing, say, TV streaming, then obviously you need a TV camera. But for the everyday streaming we're talking about, that's just live streaming or any type of, say, video production, of this nature, then you're talking about needing those devices that are basically a computer. In addition to that, obviously you need a camera. The camera I'm using right now is a Logitech C920 Logitech camera. It's got video and audio. In addition to that, in terms of hardware, you need to have a microphone. The microphone that I'm using here is basically, it's called Blue Snowball, and I have earpiece in. I use it because I don't want to have audio coming into the environment through a speaker and then picked up by the microphone, which would be an echo. So I have the information coming directly into me through the earbud. If you want to go and do something with, say, some kind of image in the back, like the background, then you can use a green screen. One thing, bit of information I definitely would recommend, and that is that, without doubt, that you get a computer, especially if you're going to be streaming, you get a computer that is heavy on CPU. Because if you don't, let's say you use a laptop for your streaming, or let's say you're using a laptop and you have many people online with you, then that could be a real problem. Also, if you're streaming to more than one site at a time, that could be a real problem. So the more CPU, more memory that you have, without doubt, the better. Software or cloud services. Well, keep in mind, again, the software in the cloud is still software. It's a program. It might be a service provided. And so in terms of the different softwares that I'm using what is called Camtasia, as I mentioned before. And I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about that. But, again, that's for the effects both before I do the video or afterwards. In addition to that, I want to use a program that is going to capture the video. There's programs such as Skype and Zoom, and also BlueJeans. I'm using Zoom, but also I use what's called OBS, Open Broadcasting Studio, I think it is. And OBS has a multitude of different purposes. The first purpose is to, again, capture the video. In my case, I'm using Zoom, and I'm putting the Zoom window into OBS. So that's a little trick that I learned on my own, but it works. In addition to that, what OBS will do, like I said, it's got the, you can create effects. You can create a lower third, or put up a lower third, text, video, things of that nature, anything that maybe would go up on the screen. So, you're talking about video, you're talking about audio, you're talking about the presentation of your show, and that's what OBS can do. Another thing that it can do is to stream. So you push a button on OBS, and it'll take your video directly up to the internet, to wherever you want to put it. So it's got it's got a number of different purposes. One is to capture the video. You don't have to use Zoom. You can use the video capture part of OBS and say your video camera or camcorder or video cam. So, but it can, if you hit the broadcast or stream button, it'll take you up to where you want to stream. Next is the stream location or platform. So what do you want to do? You want to stream to live to Facebook, to YouTube, to Periscope, and to Twitter. There's a way to be able to do it through LinkedIn. There are other streaming programs online. So you have to decide where is it that you want to stream. There are certain features. You can actually stream using your computer, not using OBS, but using, let's say you're streaming to Facebook and you're using your computer, but you're not using OBS, or you're not using any of those video programs I mentioned, capture programs I mentioned. That would be a very basic program, very basic stream. So where do you want to stream? It depends upon the audience that you want to capture. Do you have a large audience on, say, Facebook, YouTube, or type of audience? And the other thing is that keep in mind, in my case, I stream multi-party. 4 people, 5 people, 2. I can stream up to I think 10 or 20 or something like that, which is really to have those people on the screen. Then, in addition to that, I can stream to multi-locations, so the people on the screen with me, they could be in, say, Bucktown and Baton Rouge and Shreveport and say Australia, wherever. And so be able to bring this body of people together and to have a really good conversation. And like I said, I can take that and stream to different locations. I can stream to a single location, or I can even multi-stream simulcast. So bring all these people together and to stream into 5 different platforms, such as Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. And that gives you an opportunity to hit all of those particular audiences. So next is we're going to have a special webinar. This is free, F-R-E-E-E, free. It's Tuesday, July 17th. You're invited. You just go down to click on the link. You have to be able to use Facebook because it will be on Facebook, and so you have to be able to see it on Facebook. If you're not using Facebook, just send me an email or a message, and we'll make sure we can do it onto your service too. You can see what the program is about. We're going to be talking about briefly, the benefits of using this program, online streaming and video streaming in business, politics, government, organizations, etc., and the basics. Listen, thank you so much. Please share with others. Again, please share with others. I'm sure others might want in your own company, your own business, might want to know more about this, and so they hopefully would like to go to the webinar on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Thank you so much. Again, this is Steve Savadowski, publisher by eBuzz.com. Bye-bye.